Hey friends, it's the end of January and I bought some games this month. The first stack of games here that I have are all for the N64. I've been a pretty avid fan of the system since I've had it, back when I was younger, and I got most of the games that I wanted on it years ago, for the most part. I think the last time I actively was looking for N64 games was near the end of high school for me, so 2009, and then leading into early college, so 2010. But I haven't really been searching for N64 games for a while. But lately, I've noticed prices on certain things are starting to go up, so I figured that would be a good time for me to grab anything else that I wanted to add. I don't want to go for a full set on the system. Some people are really brave and they like owning 5 or 6 copies of Madden on one system. That's cool. It's just not my thing. But I have a good handful of games that I'd like to get to make my collection just right where I want it. So anyway, here's what I bought this month, and I'll probably be buying more N64 games as the year goes on to get things where I want it. First game is Snowboard Kids. This is the first game in the Snowboard Kids series. I've played Snowboard Kids 2 a lot more, and it's kind of the one a lot more people tend to like because it just improved upon everything here. But I have a lot of really good memories of playing Snowboard Kids 1, especially the multiplayer. For anyone not familiar, it's kind of like Mario Kart, but instead you're snowboarding, but there's a bunch of items and weird tracks, and it's got 4-player multiplayer, which was kind of the thing on N64. It's a really good game. Second one's kind of better, but I wanted to own this so I could have the whole series. But I think about it, this technically isn't the whole series because there's a weird sequel on the DS. I've never played it, but maybe someday. Next game is Chameleon Twist. This is a bit of a puzzle platformer. It's a lot more like the Bomberman 64 games. You kind of gotta think more. It's a little less like Mario 64 or Banjo, but still a pretty good game. I had actually avoided this for a long time when I was young because someone I knew in elementary school said that they had a bad time with the game because they were having a controller input issue. Like the character in the game would just move on their own. But regardless, I came around to trying it now, and it's actually a really fun game. I'm kind of sad that I missed out on it. I probably would have liked it when I was younger. But if you're looking for something weird and interesting that's not too expensive, that you may have missed out on, check out Chameleon Twist. It's pretty good. Next up is Pokemon Puzzle League. For those unfamiliar, Puzzle League is a long-running puzzle series by Nintendo. It usually gets themed up with other things. You might also know it as Tetris Attack on the Super Nintendo. This game is awesome. I love puzzle games. It's themed after the first season or 2 of the Pokemon anime from way back when that first aired. This game is great. There are a whole bunch of different modes in this game, and if you really want to see people tear this game apart, go look up the Games Done Quick streams that people have put up from this. I think it was the Summer Games Done Quick a year or 2 ago. It's nuts. Guys beat this game in like 20 minutes. It's insane. But Puzzle League is always fun, supports multiplayer modes. I mean, what more you want? It's fun puzzle action. Go buy Puzzle League. And lastly, I have Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. I remember this game being advertised a lot when the N64 was just coming out and just like the hot new thing. You play a bit of a side story here as good old not Han Solo. His name is Dash Rendar. It's one of many side story Star Wars games that used to exist, and I actually kind of miss these. I know Disney and had acquired Lucasfilm, and they're trying to rebrand everything and kind of make things easier to digest. But I wasn't too hot on the new Battlefront. And after seeing Rogue One and enjoying it, I kind of miss games like this that were just like full side stories. But yeah, those are the N64 games I got this month. And lastly here, I have 2 new games that I got. The first is Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King. So for those unfamiliar, this used to be a PS2 game, but they ported it over to 3DS, as they've been doing with a lot of the Dragon Quest games recently. Square has been kind of slow on it, but slowly and surely we've gotten just about every Dragon Quest game on handheld, at least all the mainline ones. I'd really like them to get the Dragon Warrior Monsters games, or Dragon Quest Monsters, over here. So there's some great remakes and further entries on the 3DS, but I'll take what I can get. Anyways, this might be one of the best entries in the mainline Dragon Quest series. This, or even 7, which came out on 3DS last fall? Yeah, last fall. Both are great games. They're definitely better entry points for getting into the series than some of the older ones. 4, 5, and 6 had come out on the DS, and those are a little... You kind of have to know the series a little better if you're going to try and get into it there. But regardless, this is a great port. It pretty much supports everything the PS2 version did, plus it has some extras. I think there might be an extra dungeon or... extra party members, that's the thing. Yeah, you can add more party members. I haven't put too much time into this because I'm playing another game on my 3DS right now, Shin Megami Tensei 4. But if you like good, solid, long RPGs, this is just another great one to have in your 3DS library, and it's Dragon Quest. It's very high quality. This or 7 might be my favorite in the mainline numbered games, because I did play this a bit back in the good old PS2 days. But yeah, Dragon Quest 8. 3DS is still kicking, so if you want to go get it there, pick it up and support the series. And lastly here, I have... this is a bit of a mouthful. Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. Anyway, naming conventions aside and kind of the weirdness of the story, Kingdom Hearts has been going on a long time, and the games are pretty darn fun, and that's why I personally keep coming back. I feel like each game plays better every time I get to them. But unfortunately, one gripe with the series that I will constantly agree on amongst all fans is that the games aren't exactly easily accessible in terms of getting the whole story. At least they haven't been until more recently. So, I mean, you started off, you had the series, it started on PS2, there was the next game on Game Boy Advance, but the second numbered game was actually the third game in the series, and things just get weirder from there. You have DS games, you have a 3DS game, you have a PSP game, you have a mobile game now, that one is, you don't really need to play that. But anyways, Square has been trying to alleviate the problems that the series has had in terms of accessibility by making these cool little HD packs. There were 2 that were released on PS3, but the PS4 is kind of the main Kingdom Hearts system. Square is also fixing that, and then they're putting a pack that includes all the PS3 stuff on PS4, and that's coming out in March. But if you're not too familiar with Kingdom Hearts, wait till that pack comes out. Don't get this, because this is pretty much it's like the last final loose ends in the story. So this HD pack though includes the 3DS game. It includes a general like HD movie synopsis of the mobile game, so you don't have to worry if you haven't been playing that since launch. And it also includes a new side chapter where you play as Aqua, one of the main characters in the story, or in the greater story as a whole. And it also serves as a bit of a cool engine test for Kingdom Hearts 3. Just think, if you played Metal Gear Solid 5, if you also played the Ground Zeroes sort of like prologue that came out for that's pretty much what that is. It's the same equivalent here. So what Ground Zeroes is to MGS5, this is to Kingdom Hearts 3. Anyways, what's here is pretty solid. The 3DS game runs really well. They bumped up the performance on it. I think it runs at 60 frames. And everything else looks really nice, and it's cool to see them finally like tying up the loose ends and trying to make sure everyone can get into the series and play the games and just go forward with it. Also, I bought, I guess, what was the limited edition of it. There wasn't much that came with it, just this cool little cardboard box, and then you also got this little Disney pin on the back. I'm not too into the whole pin trading thing, but you know, if that's your thing, go pick it up. But anyway, Kingdom Hearts, I'll say it one more time, HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. I really hope I said that all right, because I'm not going to stop this recording for it. But yeah, if you are into Kingdom Hearts and you're up on everything, if you have a PS4, grab this if you haven't already. It's pretty good. If you have a PS4 and aren't all the way up to date, wait till March. Don't jump ahead too much. Just wait till March, because everything's going to be there. Get that pack and then get this. And then catch all the way up and wait till Kingdom Hearts 3. That's about all we can do at this point. But yeah, I'm a sucker for these games. I need to see it through till the end. I'm too deep in at this point. So yeah, that's what I got this month. Pretty decent stack of games here. Not too much, but at the same time, they were all things that I really wanted. Some new games, some old games, and I'm moving forward with what I consider my collecting goals for the year of 2017. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to keep up with more videos that I'm going to be making here in the future, just go ahead and subscribe to my channel, or like the video, or hey, give me some criticism, because I'm kind of new to this, but I want to share video games, and that's important to me. So yeah, Thanks for watching, and see you later.